Hi everybody, Kenneth G Hasty here once again with my series of videos for leaders, for business owners, for sales managers, and for salespeople as a way to help use my decades of successful experience at all levels of sales and many levels of marketing to help you not have to make the same mistakes and also pick up a few pearls to speed your progress so you'd be better at your craft. I do this because I'm a business growth consultant as well as a sales automation consultant, and it helps me build my brand. So pay a little forward, build my brand, it's a good day. So anyway, let's get started. Today's video is called, Are Your People Selling or Just Collecting Business Cards? And what do I mean by that? You know, on one hand, you could say that sales is a numbers game. You hear that all the time, right? Well, I'll challenge that a little bit. Yes, it's right, and yes, it's wrong. I'll talk about that in a second. But be careful when you own a company or you're a leader and you have salespeople out there. Be careful what you ask them to do, because I remember I had one boss, and his goal was have us go collect as many business cards as possible. So he could go to his boss and say, "Yeah, the salespeople called on 1,000 people this week," or whatever it is. But how productive is that for selling? It's not at all, because I guarantee you they weren't using sales automation and following up with those business cards, et cetera, and nor should they until they got the permission. But anyway, so long story short, going back to my question, is it a good idea to go pick up a bunch of business cards or not? And the reason I challenge this premise, and I see it often with unexperienced sales managers or people that are just trying to show numbers of a different type, the number of people they called out and the sales are going to come. But the thing is, when you're selling, it's a relationship business. And if you have any product that's more than selling paper clips or something, and it actually costs some money and takes some education and some conversation, you need to spend a little time talking with your potential clients. And usually it's worthwhile, because when you get the sales, then nobody cares how many people you called out, right? If you're the number one salesperson in the company and you're beating all your goals, does it matter if you talk to one person or 5,000? Usually not, at least at that time. But let's be realistic. If you have people just chasing down business cards, you're going to have a nice collection of business cards and probably no sales to show for it. So what I used to do is I tell my people, I'm looking for 3 good appointments a day, keyword being appointment. So the first one, I'd like to be in the morning, ideally early in the morning, as early as possible. And if you can, build the relationship, bring some donuts, tape your business card to the box so everybody knows where they came from, etc. Then have another one set up, maybe a lunch and learn or something, but somewhere around lunchtime. Ideally not taking them to lunch and spending the money, but if you need to, then maybe that as well. And then another one late in the afternoon, so towards the end of the day, and then you've got some time. Now why so far apart? We used to book appointments a half hour apart, an hour apart. Well, here's what happens. Let's say you're having a great sales conversation, and all of a sudden you look at the clock, and you realize that you've got to leave for your next appointment like 5 minutes ago. Now you got a problem. Are you late for the next appointment, or do you blow the momentum for this appointment? Because you're going to do one or the other. So if you put enough space in between appointments, then what happens is you get all the time you need to close the sale or take it as far as you can that day, and then you can get over to the next appointment without stressing out or rushing, running in all sweaty, leaving something in your car or whatever, So the idea is to have quality time with the people that you make the appointments with. There's plenty you can do in between appointments. Nowadays you can stop at a Starbucks or a Panera or something. You can get on the internet, you can follow up on emails, you can make some cold calls, you can make phone calls, you can do whatever, but you've left yourself enough time. You can drive by and see other people in the neighborhood, whatever makes the most sense. But what you don't want to do is get caught in that trap with, do I leave this potential sale early, or do I drive to my next potential sale and be late? Because either one's bad, right? So with a little bit of planning, and not just collecting business cards, but actually trying to get sales, I think you'll be much more successful having those relationships built and spending a little time investing in the relationships to have the sale from that and ongoing sales. And then who's the most likely to refer, give you referral business, testimonials, give you likes on Google or whatever, the customers you spend time with and got to know. just like I'm spending time and getting to know with you right now. I can't say it, but I'm thinking it. What am I trying to say? Just like I'm spending time with you, getting to know you, or at least you're getting to know me a little bit. So anyway, that's all for today's video. If you like these videos, please click like, forward, retweet, or whatever, at least like. If you'd like to get a hold of me directly, you can get a hold of me via email, kenneth@kennethghasty.com. Or if you'd like to just check me out, there's a lot of information on my website at kennethghasty.com. So thanks, everybody. Kenneth G. Hasty signing out. And make sure you're not just collecting business cards, okay? All right. Talk to you later. Bye.